Hi there, welcome to the latest episode of my 10-minute moan, and this one's not really a moan as much as a laugh because I genuinely can't believe what I'm about to report. I thought both of these things were actually a wind-up, right? But as it turns out, the SNP government, through themselves and one of their quangos, have given over £300,000 to two absolutely bonkers recipients, right? Now, the first one, I genuinely struggled, and I'm a person that's seen some nonsense come out about the SNP, right? I'm the guy that recorded a video about them saying that the Eurovision would be a great reason for us to have independence because we could have our own entrant, right? That video went down quite well. I'll put a wee link to it up here somewhere if I can figure out how to. And this one's just equally as bizarre. I genuinely thought when I seen reports on social media that they had given over £100,000 for a sex video to get made, I thought that cannot be true, right? It just cannot be true. Turns out it is. Turns out it's the second lot of money they've given to the same source through Quango. I'll find out the name of it, I can't just remember. But they gave £100,000 over, I think it was 110 in total, to an artist called Leonie Ray Gasson, right? I think that's how she pronounced her name. I hope I didn't offend you there and say your name incorrectly. But Creative Scotland, that was it. That was a quang I was thinking. They first of all gave her over 23 grand to do a research and development programme for her video, which was called Rain. And where are we? The Creative Scotland's come under fire over grants to create a moving image installation, whatever that means, which will feature a secret sex cave party in which performers will be shown having non-simulated intercourse. I take that just means real sex. That's like a posh way of saying real nookie. Non-simulated intercourse. Right, anyway. The artist behind the scheme, Leonie Ray Gasson, was awarded £23,219 in lottery funding in August 2022 for research and development of the project. This helped pay for a 9-minute film in which 3 characters riotously hump, languidly lick and shake their manes in an experiment in teasing each other and the viewer. Right? 23 grand. Cheers. Right? So obviously, she then got given another £84,555 in January this year so she can make a full-scale feature, which is due to premiere in August 2025. That takes some... I'm sure I could probably pick this camera up and make that video for probably a couple of grand before August 2025, right? But the Scottish Government, through their quango, Creative Scotland, have now paid 110 grand for this. Now, apparently, I get this, but absolutely sordid and incredibly funny. They say that the project was considerably more explicit in its execution than had been indicated in the application. In the review and the rewards. I should kind of think so. According to the website promoting the film, it's proposed that the project will be an exploration of dyke sexuality. I take it dyke means female homosexuals. I'm not maybe up with the patter right now, so do excuse me if I'm incorrect. Which it describes as a magical erotic journey through the distinctive Scottish landscape. There you are. It will include what are described as daddies lurking in the woods, princesses playfully trying to drown each other. Who gets their kicks out of that? And bare-ass lovers frolicking in the grass. There you go. Tells the potential viewers that your climax will be a secret cave sex party in which various sex acts are seen exploding onto the screens. Wow. So that's a bit nuts, right? And the other one, which I thought, I had less trouble believing this one, to be honest with you, but equally as bonkers, and it's about the £200,000 area for psychological tests for civil servants, right? they've signed a contract worth £200,000 for, let me just get the right word, psychological tests for senior civil servants. Now you need to bear this in mind, senior civil servants, because I have seen these tests before. They are, where are we? Civil servants will also, blah, blah, blah. What are they called again? I know psychometric testing, are they? Aye. Psychometric testing will be put out in the government in February. The contract, the £200,000 to do psychometric testing on high-hedging civil servants, right? Now, I've got a wee bit of history with these psychometric tests. They're used to evaluate intelligence, abilities, potential and personality, right? And listen, I quite like them. They're good. I used to use them when we were doing recruitment. We would put candidates through psychometric testing. Didn't cost us 200 grand though. I done it, right? And you do learn a lot from it. Bizarre, the things that you can, it's like the hidden you comes out in these things. They're fantastic. Really, really clever. But if you were wanting to spend 200 grand to evaluate potential employees, I'd kind of get that. If you wanted to spend 200 grand on existing employees that you might look to possibly promote through time, I would kind of get that too, because again, I had to use them in a situation where I was looking for a promotion and I had to go and be tested to make sure I had the aptitude, the proper aptitude to fill the role, right? Well, they've spent the 200 grand to test folk at the top of the civil service ladder. What are you going to do with them? Promote them even more? They're at the top of the tree. Are you going to employ them? They've already got the jobs. So what is the actual point? 200 grand, psychometric test to find out all these things that you can find out about your staff that are already employed by you and already been promoted. So complete lunacy, unless somebody can come up and explain to me why testing people already at the top of the tree to find out how their aptitude, their intelligence. Now, see if they've been with you for a while in the civil service, see the civil service, unless it's changed where I was in it, which was when I was 16, 17, you had to fill each role for a certain amount of time before you got promoted. So you couldn't go in at the lowest level and get up there to the top in 2 years. They had ladders in place that you had to serve a minimum time as an AA before you were an AO, before, yeah, right, that's the way it worked. So these people are at the top of the tree. They've been there for a while. See if you've not figured it out if they're clever enough for the job by now. Well, it's you that needs hunted, not them, right? And here's a tip for you. See if you want to find out and test folk for their personality that work in the civil service, go onto Twitter, right? That'll give you all the clues you need to know about somebody's personality. And some of them are absolute rockets. In particular, the ones that do Humza Yousaf's and the Scot Gov social media. Complete lunatics, right? You don't need to spend £200,000 to figure that out. Give Big Craig a phone and I'll keep you informed, right? Because it is simple, common sense and logic. Two attributes that I like to use as much as possible and as often as possible, right? You employ crackpots, okay? Because some of the absolute nonsense that you go and look at that. What's it? The new independence site that the civil servants created for the government. What's the name of it? Yes, Scot or something. Yes.Scot. Full of lies, right? A 10-year-old could do better. So there we go. 10-minute moan a day wasn't much of a moan. It was merely a laughing at the lunacy of, again, the Scottish Government, in particular the SNP. You're absolutely bonkers. You do not live in the same parallel universe. It must be a parallel universe you're in, because you don't live in mine, right? 200 grand to tell me, 23 staff and 110 grand for somebody to make a porno, right? That's class, man. Going on to YouPorn, I bet you there's about 3 million videos on there that don't cost £110,000, right? If you need to get your kicks off bikes, horsing it about the bloody, I don't know, the beautiful Scottish landscape, I'll guarantee you, right? Go into YouPorn or whatever other sites you've got. I can't remember, right? I'm trying to think of a name there. Go into it, put in lesbian, Scotland, outdoors, right? And you'll get dykes flunking about, doing what the, right, whatever dykes do to give themselves kicks. There, won't cost you fucking £110,000, you absolute living lunatics. But now, the Scottish Government are like, oh, I don't think that was quite the way it was intended on the application. Aye, right. You'll cancel it now, but it'll not be because the application was shite. It's because the bloody public's fed up listening to your nonsense, right? Anyway, if you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. Let's have a wee bit of a laugh in the comments. But most importantly of all, unless you give £110,000 for female homosexuals romping in the ground videos, have a great day. Cheery bye now.